Well, I certainly said I was going to do this. Guys, I forgot to mention that Hey Arnold Jungle Movie played the same day as the Teen Titans Go 200 episode. And let me say, I really loved this movie. Yeah, this Nickelodeon movie somewhat failed in the ratings. But how's the movie? Well, I wouldn't say I would talk all about it. I will say the things that were good about it. I mean, I'm still going to keep what things happen, but I'm going to keep it in a short review where Arnold dreams about his parents and that he has this assignment at school to help others, and we get a lot of callbacks to a lot of episodes, and it does kind of go wrong until they do this whole montage of him helping people with them saying that they've helped him over the years, and the Pigeon Man gets a cameo. What a coincidence. I mean, it's really cool seeing a callback to everything. So the trip is to go to San Lorenzo, and that's where Arnold's parents are respectively. Although his grandparents tell him not to go look for them, he still kind of has in his heart to go find them with his whole class on the field trip. Yes, everybody, not just Arnold and Gerald. The whole class is there. However, I would say that there are some moments where it can get a little tiresome. I mean, the pig is kind of a main character in that movie too. I mean, I can't remember the name, but I think there's a guy named Roberto who is a friend of Arnold's parents, and then there's this guy named La Sombra who's after Arnold, who, in coincidence, is a really shocking plot twist where I wasn't expecting, where they're on this boat and they're being chased by pirates, and yeah, there's also a part where Helga tries to confess her love to Arnold, which doesn't really quite make sense. Didn't she already do that in Hey Arnold, the movie? I mean, yes, I knew she took it back, though, and they just pretended that it never happened. But I thought he knew very well about her true feelings and that she ripped up that picture of him and threw the heart out. Or did she rip up the picture of him and just throw it in the river and then keep the heart? I don't know, it's hard for me to remember. But it turns out that Roberto was actually La Sombra in disguise and traps everybody over there at that base. It's odd how the pig escapes and then alerts the grandpa and grandma that they're in trouble, and then they somehow get all the parents to come. They seem to have this tracking device, at least Helga's dad does, and then they go to the base or whatever where the signal is coming from. But here's the thing, it's never brought up again. What happened to that? I mean, yes, Arnold, Gerald, and Helga escape, but when the kids help them escape, they're not seen again. I mean, they weren't seen. I mean, La Sombra's men go after them, but then the kids and the parents are brought up again. I think they're just left over there, or they don't even go after them. Like, it's kind of confusing. That's what I don't like. They seem to have the main characters go on their journey, but leave the other recurring characters who just help them escape be left behind as background characters. And that's kind of a big flaw I have with this movie. I know the main purpose was trying to focus on Arnold's adventure, but those kids helped you guys escape. The least you can do is at least give them some plot. Okay, Brainy helped fix the picture and give it to Helga, but that was before they escaped, which is a really good, nice thing where she doesn't punch him this time. But back to the whole journey plot. I mean, it's really good, but let's just say, like Ray Lewis of the movie, this is actually a pretty dark film. La Sombra betrays his men and makes them go into the traps, causing their demise. Yeah, they're not brought up again. Those people are literally dead. For a PG movie, I don't know Nickelodeon could go get away with stuff like that, especially for a kids movie. But hey, if Ray Lewis of the movie gets dark, then I guess the Hey Arnold Jungle Movie is dark. But let's just say that the first Hey Arnold movie wasn't really that dark. Shaq was not the best villain. La Sombra is. Anyways, back to the movie. They go to this temple, which is actually, let's just say, there are kids living there. No adults. There's this sleeping curse that causes all the parents to sleep, and the kids are the only ones that are active. There's this, I think, some hearts or something like that, some golden heart or something that would help wake them up, because I think Arnold was the one that had that key the whole time. And in the beginning, what appeared to be Roberto told him about the secret of what that thing does, but it turns out to be Lasombra in the end. And then Lasombra wants the heart because I think he just doesn't want the parents to wake up. Well, the whole kids are completely inhabited. He's after Arnold. But, here's the quite shocking other twist. That the guy that helped them went on their way to the bridge was Roberto. And then, in a really dark fashion, Lasombra dies. I'm not going to say how he dies. Okay, he gets injected by poison. There, spoiler alert. He gets injected by poison. They lose the heart. As if all hope is lost. Let's just... what do you got me for? They go to the temple. Helga gives the golden heart, which replaces the one that was supposed to be there. It works. The parents are awake. Arnold sees his parents in a really joyful manner. It was really heartwarming. And then Arnold kisses Helga. And I'm like, whoa. This was unexpected. I mean, wow. This was really good. I felt like this moment should have been in the movie. I mean, I could say in the Hey Arnold movie, the first one, the kiss was forced. But this one, they executed it pretty well. And now I could call Helga and Arnold to be a couple. Arga or whatever shipping name you want to give to them. And then when the movie is about to end, Arnold wakes up, he thinks it's a dream, and starts to tear up, but then he sees his parents and then knew that the adventure was real and that he saved them. Yeah, that's a pretty cool movie. That is Hey Arnold the Jungle Movie, and I have to say, a really heartwarming and charming movie. It's great. I would say it's a little bit, okay, it's better than Hey Arnold the Movie by a huge landslide. I mean, it's really good. I wouldn't say it's better than Regular Show the Movie because, I'm sorry, Regular Show the Movie is top gold, okay? That nothing can beat that movie. That's the best movie ever. Hey Arnold the Jungle Movie is just a speck within the Regular Show movie. I give it 8 out of 10. The only downfall is the minor characters aren't really given enough screen time. Yes, the teacher's there, the kids are there, but they're left out after they help him escape. The parents aren't... the parents get there, I think, but then they don't show them going after Arnold and the rest. It's just missing. I know it's because of time constraints or whether or not they'd wanted to focus more on the journey, which is the best part of the entire movie. And dare I say, this is probably one of the best Nickelodeon movies we had in a decade. I sort of wished it was in theaters, but because of the low box office results to some Nickelodeon movies in the past, they didn't want to have it animated. I would give it a pass. It did air during the Thanksgiving weekend in November. The same day that god-awful Teen Titans Go 200th episode aired. But, hey, at least we got something good on that day. So, yeah, it was a good movie. Not as strong as Regular Show the Movie, but don't feel sad, okay? An 8 out of 10 is still a good rating. It's better than, that bad rating I gave for the Teen Titans Go 200th episode. This movie was good. It does have its share of flaws. It's kind of dark. But, come on, Regular Show the Movie was a little bit more darker than Hey Arnold the Jungle Movie. Okay, yes, there's death in there, but I wouldn't say it's as dark as Regular Show the Movie. It's a little violent, and there are some humorous moments. There's a lot more humor than Regular Show the Movie, I'll tell you that. But just somewhat leaving out those characters really kind of destroys the movie. So 8 out of 10 is what I can give it. Yeah, it's still a good movie. While the Hey Arnold the Movie is a 6 out of 10. I still think it's a good movie. But just the execution, the bland villain, and the forced kiss that they had to do with Helga and Arnold in the first movie really kind of doesn't make it a really good movie. While Hey Arnold the Jungle Movie is a lot better. Let's just say that movie should have been in theaters. It's really good. And why haven't they aired that movie again after that? Oh no, they're giving it that whole Regular Show the Movie treatment. They have it on TV and then they don't show it again. It's not even on demand, for crying out loud. Like, in the words of Nostalgia Critic, I bet he would, note off something about the movie. It may not be as strong as Regular Show the Movie, but I think Hey Arnold the Jungle Movie is worth the watch. See it if you already haven't, because it's really good. Find it on YouTube, find it somewhere, and check it out.